Afternoon all. Another GM 1999. Why is it so low rated? Oh, it's a bullet game. Oh dear. Try and surprise him with G5, I think. Try and go for the sensor. Undermine it. So knight b4, knight b8, bishop d7, knight a6. And knight f8 might be another way, or just bishop d7 now. Castle queenside. If I can get rid of that dangerous bishop, that should be good. So e4 is a threat. If he takes, I get this bishop c5, bishop e6. So e3 and d4. E3, yeah, for d4. That can't be that good, can it? What's going on here? These pawns look mobile. So if I play e2, d2 and e2, it should be the end of this game. Famous last words. Okay, I meant a 5-minute game anyway, so that was an extra bonus for this video. So 2413, RiverDolphin. Okay, I played c4 as a surprise weapon against this. I've been having good results in bullet actually with c4, but I think it's a reasonable move anyway. Or is it? Probably not. Maybe it's a bit passive actually. Probably a bit passive for d4. Try and break out of this d4 immediately. Yeah, what about knight b3? The king's still in the centre. Yeah, am I going to survive this opening? Attacking his queen. There's queen e5. Okay, so he can actually stop me castling just with rook e8. What about a3? Just trying to force f3. If I just castle after. So rook f2, there's no bishop c5. What's this rook here? Queen c1. It looks like a miserable position actually. A very miserable position. This hasn't worked. This c4. Queen c1. Yeah, I wanted to say about the docking compute concept. Maybe it's easier just to say check all checks, as someone mentioned in one of the comments, because checks are the most powerful type of forcing move anyway. And the idea of checking all checks is not necessarily to play them. What is this? Close this. It's to just check them. So I think it's a good idea. Check all checks. I don't know what you guys think. I think it's superior to the docking compute concept in most cases. I mean, if you were ordering your forcing moves by the most forcing, you'll end up checking checks, because checks represent a legal requirement to do something about them, whilst other forcing moves might be seemingly forcing, but there's Zwischenzugs. So a3, you know, there might be a Zwischenzug for all I know, but I'm hoping the bishop will move back to somewhere less unpleasant for me. No, it's more unpleasant. So bishop f2, bishop g2. Can I get any solidity out of this, or is it doomed, this position? f4, I don't want to lose c4, you see. So don't know, my position is looking precarious, to say the least. There's knight d3 if you want to collect the light square bishop. There's that. Oh dear. Got an F file. Well, I've got Rook F6 as an exchange sack for Knight D5 and Bishop C3. I think I'm going to do that because otherwise I've just got a really horrendous position. So Knight D5 and Bishop C3, trying to go from passivity to an attacking position. Bishop C3 next, stopping of course. So Bishop F6 here, there's Queen D5. Bishop E5 I mean. There's nothing clever here, is there? Knight E5, Bishop E5, there's Queen C1, it's check. There's Knight F6, just to try and get the dark square bishop. There's Queen H6. So you're checking all checks. Knight E7 could be checked out. But you see, the thing is with Bishop E5, he takes the Queen and it's check. So I think probably best is Knight F6 because there's this idea of Queen H6 here. So maybe that's better than Queen H6. Oh, there's Queen B6 winning the bishop. See, checking all checks. Queen B6 wins the bishop. That's really unfortunate. So what about Bishop C3 then? Rook down. Not very pleasant. So he plays that check, and it's a killer check. It's Bishop E4. It's a shame. There is a threat of Queen G5, but he plays Queen G6 probably. Just Queen G6. Yep. Yeah, it's up for the slaughter. Gone. Right, that's pretty convincing. King G4, last move. It's Queen E6 after Rook H3. Even that, okay. That's fairly convincing as well. I'll resign that. Oh dear, that went badly wrong from the opening, I think. I don't think C4 is any good anymore after this. This is evidence enough that C4 isn't a good move. It's just full of holes everywhere. Although losing F3 was not needed. Rook D8. So with F4, Knight G4, rather unsubtle threats on my king. Bishop E3, there might be Bishop C5. If I ever move the Queen, there's Knight F3. So this is a high pressure situation. I think it looks bad, this position. This is just a bad opening, in fact. I don't recommend this anymore, this C4 idea. Weakens D4 basically. I think that's the instructive thing about this game. I've severely weakened D4, so E5 accentuates that. And also I think, so D4 doesn't help, it's just these two files blasting down on my king, and when you have to play a move like F3 you might as well just resign often against strong opposition because it's just weakening everything. Comments or questions on YouTube? Hopefully I won't repeat that opening. Thanks so much.